2024 Porsche GT3RS in with me for my new car protection package. This car's only a couple of months old, I think picked up in November 2024, and it's done 160 odd miles. And it's in for my new car package, so we're going to give it my 5-year ceramic coating. Also obviously going to give it a light decontamination, a light polish where needed, a few blemishes that I've found in the paint that I'll show you, and then give it the optimal protection on the paint, the wheels, the glass and the interior as well, give that a nice clean. So I thought I'd document it, I'd show you what the process will be. Now I've got the car all prepped now. It's been washed, safe washed, it's been decontaminated, and it's all taped up, wheels covered up, ready for polishing. But what I'll do is I'll show you all of the wash stage and everything up to here right now. So the car's taped up, we're all ready to get polishing. With it only being 2 months old, 160 odd miles, there's not loads of work that needs doing. I found a couple of blemishes here and there. Scratch wise there isn't many, but it looks like it's had a hand polish or a polish of some sort. I can see some buffer trails just here. You can see it in the light so I need to rectify them. Make sure that you can see some more there. It's not brilliant really when it's from dealership like that, but it happens and it's fixable. It's not the end of the world. So we've got that to do before then even thinking about any coatings going on. So I think what I'm going to do is go with just a single pass throughout the car. I don't think it needs much more than that. With it only being the odd scratch here and there. Swirl wise really isn't bad either. They're quite good lights in this garage, and yeah, they're not really too many, if any. So it's just getting the buffer trails out, getting the paintwork crystal clear and perfect before then getting the coatings down. So I'm going to start on the bonnet. I usually start bonnet and roof, get the higher ends of the cars done first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a green pad from Cartech, if I can get any polish out. This is where I get all my polishing stuff from, and I've gone for the green 3000 compound, and I'm also going to go for the white 12,000 compound as well. So what I'm doing is I'm using a cut-in and a refinishing compound together to give it that single stage polish as such. It works an absolute treat together, and hopefully what I can do here is get rid of the swirls, get rid of the scratches, get rid of the buffer trails all in one pass, and let's see how it goes. So that's the polishing work done on the bonnet. Looking super clear now. You can see there was all these buffer trails or whatever, and now it's just all crystal clear. Now you might be wondering what are buffer trails? Now buffer trails are caused by some incorrect machine polishing or hand polishing, waxing. Basically, let's say you're doing it too quick and too hard. That's what then can create these buffer trail sort of things. And so what you've got to do is prevent that is just slow it down, slow down your polishing, slow down your waxing or whatever, and take your time with it, because you speed it up and you're going to get a car that is covered in that, but very easy to rectify. But we're looking crystal clear after just one pass. So I'm off over to the roof now. Again, not too bad, a few buffer trails, but I spotted around here, yeah, you can see there, bit of a scratch there, somewhere around here. You can catch it in the light every now, there you go, right there. Nasty little scratch there, and I'm sure there's probably a couple of others on there, on the roof in places, but I'm off to the roof now. Now the reason I'm off to the roof is because when I'm leaning over here, I might just lightly rub on there, and it's not going to cause any scratches, but any sort of minor defects that I would probably notice more than anyone else, I don't want them there. So the last thing I want to do is polish that door, and then I'm leaning on it, and for whatever reason there's a slight mark on there, even if it's a millimetre, it's very small. I don't want that. So I'm going to start on the roof, and then once I've done the roof, I'm going to work my way around the car, and then get it all looking very nice. So let's get on the roof and get that looking nice. That's the next panel done, and also 2 carbon panels done as well. So I'm going to wipe down all the polish. The only thing with this compound that I'm using, and the combo, let's say, it creates a lot of polish dust. So I go to the trusty compressed air from the blow machine, Blow Air GT, I believe it is, or RS. So I'll go use that and just regularly making sure that I'm blowing off all the polish dust. It just saves it from getting too bad. That way it keeps it nice and tidy. And it's always nice to be in a tidy environment when you're doing this sort of job. I'm on to the rest of the car now. What I'm going to do is get cracked on around the car for the rest of today. We're about 4 o'clock at Saturday at the minute. So I'm going to do what I can today, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow morning. What I'm going to do is a bit of a montage clip sort of thing of just going around the car. So you don't have to hear me talking. I'll put some nice music behind it and show you some stages of polishing. So let's get after it. It is the second day on the Porsche. It is Sunday morning and I am over to the rear end of the car. So I've managed to now get the roof done, the front end done, and I've got the full driver's side done, and I've actually got the spoiler done as well. So I've just got this lip to do here, and I've got the bumper to do here. A lot of it's obviously plastic, so I don't need to worry about that. There's a couple of things though that I wanted to show you before starting. Some you'll find interesting and some swirls and whatever. So the first thing I'm going to show you is something is quite interesting. Down here, you've got this vent here. There's a bit of polished dust you can see. So you've got that vent there, and then Porsche decided underneath, if I can get this to load, to identify that there is no vent there. Now I see this online before, and I thought surely that's not true. And if I go to the other side as well, it is exactly the same, no vent. So I thought it was a fun little fact that I could show you. Now the other thing is when we look at the bottom of this lip here. Now I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but yeah, you can see there's a few swirls on there as well. So we're not missing anything on here. I'm now going to get the polisher on there and we're going to rectify them. just to make sure that the full car is perfect. So I've pretty much done with polishing, I've took all the tape off or whatever. There's one thing that I've actually just quickly forgot about, and I thought I need to go back and just sort that. So when we said about the buffer trails on the front, we knew that it had been hand polished. And as I've come to the sticker down here, now you can see there, right there, on the black sticker, it looks like we've got some polish residue. And you can even see it there. I mean, that is poor. They've gone straight over it. They've not even thought about it. Now, I have got a little bit of it off already. Around the 3 area, I've got it all off nicely. But, yeah, that not good from a dealership, that. So I'm going to get that taken care of, get it cleaned up, and it'll look superb when it's done. Polishing work is finally done on the GT3RS. We've got not a swirl in sight, not a buffer trail anymore, no polish residue left. Although we've got one stage to do before we get on with ceramic coating, and that is to remove any of the compound or leftover residue on the car or the paintwork as such, using this CarPro eraser. Now we're going to use that, we're going to spray it over the full car, we're going to wipe it down, and then it's going to be fully cleansed, and there's going to be nothing on the paintwork, ready to then get down with some ceramic coatings. So let's get on with that before we then get coating. It is ceramic time. So we are using the Carbon Collective Nero. This is a 5-year ceramic coating. I'm going to pull it out of the bag. This little bottle. Now we're going to use this for the full car. We've opted for the 5-year, like I say. It's also safe to use on PPF and just normal paint as well, which is quite nice. There's a little bit of PPF on this car. And it also gives it that optimal protection. It's going to get used on track. And just with the salty roads, it's a great coating. So we're going to use this one. We're going to get applying it. And then once we have done the paint, we're going to move on to the glass and then the wheels. And then it's an interior clean. And then I'm going to hope that the weather dries up outside and I can get it outside and I can get it looking nice for some photos. So let's get on with some coatings. Let's get set up then. We're going to grab one of these suede cloths, an applicator block, a tiny little flathead screwdriver, pry that into the holes, so then that's going to stay nice and tight on here. There we go. That's that. We're going to undo this. And now, let's go over to the car and let's get applying. I'm starting on the bonnet on this one. I usually start on the bonnet and then get the front end done, and then I'll work my way around the car as such. We're finally coming close now to completion. I say close, there's a few things to do still. We're going to get these wheel covers off. Oh, God, they look good. But we're going to coat them and get them protected as well. So I'm going to do all 4. We've got the paint coated, we've got the glass coated, so it's onto the alloys. And then it's just a case of cleaning the glass, dressing the tyres, and then onto the interior. So we've got probably a couple of hours left. So let's get stuck into a bit more, and we're nearly seeing the end. That is the outside complete. Almost, anyway. I've got one final wipe down to do once I'm fully complete and before my clients come and see this. But for now, I've just got the interior to tackle as we go into here. It's it's not bad. It's done 160 miles, what do you expect? But a nice clean up on the inside just to match the outside. So I'll give you a little montage of what that looks like right now, and then we've got the finished product coming just after. And that is the Porsche fully complete. So it's received a light paint correction and decontamination, and then it's received my 5-year ceramic coating to the paintwork, to the glass and to the wheels. We've then given it an interior clean as well. So this car is now fully ready to go outside. It's ready to go on track. It's fully protected now. So my client's got ease of, you don't have to worry about any tar, don't have to worry about any salt damaging the paint or anything like that. When he's cleaning it himself and there's bugs on the front, it's going to be super easy to clean. It's also going to stay cleaner a bit longer. I'd like to say that it has a self-cleaning method with the rain, but it gets kept inside here, so we don't have to worry about it staying outside too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the car, the finished product. I'm going to get the plate back on it once I've done that, and then give my client a shout, let him come have a look at it, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be impressed. So I'll give you a little walk around, and thank you for watching.